us any time now. I'm your commentator, Peter Drury, and providing his unique brand of expert analysis, here's Jim Beglin.
Cheers, Peter. It's a privilege to be here. It really is.
Billia. Di Maria. Enzo Perez. Enzo Perez!
Oh, listen, I think you can understand at times that the pace of the game pressures players into split-second decisions, and sometimes they just make the wrong one, and I think he would have been better placing that. Well, I think the early signs have been very good for them. They've already got that defence unsettled, and now they've got to back it up.
Now it's Aguero.
Aguero can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Defence has got rid of that. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. And here's the chance to counter. Nicely controlled. Gets it back. Argentina applying all the early pressure.
Look, it's testament to a very vigorous start that has clearly caught their opposition cold here, and they just need a goal now to confirm their superiority.
They've got it back as soon as they gave it away. Chip through. Still goalless. Regardless of the outcome, it is good to see someone running at the defence like that. And Saldi. And it's Aguero. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. They get a throw in. Once again for a throw in. And he has been fouled there. Steered out wide. Aguero. Enzo Perez. Tries a through ball. Di Maria. That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Enzo Perez. Now it's Aguero. It's Aguero! Goal! Argentina! And it's Argentina in front. Absolutely thundered in. Keeper, no chance.
Oh, the contact was fantastic. Right on the bootlaces, and it packed a lot of venom for what was a really potent strike.
Argentina give themselves the perfect start. Can they build on it? Tries lifting it over. Decent looking ball. Billia with the foul. For it! Well, he would surely have scored there more times than not. It's Mascherano. Now it's Enzo Perez. So they got the only goal to give them a 1-0 lead. Gaetan. Away from immediate danger. You could just about hear the collective sigh there. They know they got away with one. Enzo Perez. Di Maria. Looking up to see who wants it. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Argentina leading by one and looking very comfortable on it. It's a long forward pass. Fired in from distance. That really should have hit the net.
I think when you're in front of goal like that, you really should do better. That's a poor finish in the end.
Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. Semi-final reaches halfway.
Well, you obviously have to give credit to the front men for the half-time lead, but I think the midfield can really pat themselves on the back too. They worked tirelessly for me.
Argentina, happier of the teams, heading in for half-time, 1-0 up.
Well, 1-0 may be good enough, so they may err on the side of caution and get more players behind the ball instead of running beyond it. They could even try to spoil it from here, we'll see.
Argentina can count themselves very lucky there. They look fragile. And Saldi needed a better pass there. Pumps it upfield. Now the pass. Pumps it into the area. That'll be a corner. It's anyone's ball. They've got it back and can have another go. It's a loose ball. That'll be a throw-in. Has a pop! Argentina are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Looks like a good ball through. He's made sure that that won't get through. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. And it's Aguero.
Yeah, the defence had him exactly where they wanted him there. Didn't even give him the space or the room to turn. And I think if they can keep him facing the other way, then his threat becomes a much lesser issue.
Enzo Perez tries a long pass towards the front. Gaitan. Can he find a finish now? Whose ball? Who's going to get there? And they go once more. Bilia. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. In it goes! 2 up and threatening to pull clear.
Keylor Navas maybe was unsighted by his own defence there. Just look at the way the ball sneaked through that defensive line, and I don't think he could pick it up until it was way too late.
activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Argentina have a couple of goals without reply. It's 2-0.
That second goal has such a polarising effect on prospective moods. I mean, one team are under more pressure now to get the next goal, and the other will fancy their chances of turning 2 into 3.
Fine defending there. Di Maria. Biglia. Passes it through. Oh, well defended. That had to be done. Not much subtlety. He's launched himself there. Biglia takes control of it and he's on the move. The shot's on! They are running riot! And surely that settles it!
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
Argentina take a 3-goal lead and they are romping out of sight. Who's going to make this theirs? Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Argentina with a quick-fire double. Brown Ruiz. Enzo Perez has got himself a free kick. Sides a bit lacking in intent. There it is over the line. Biglia. And it's Aguero. Argentina are closing in on a comfortable win. Almost nothing left on the clock here. They have 1 foot in the final. Good run through the middle, but he needs support. Thrust towards the front line. Mascherano. Biglia.
Aguero can't hurt you with his back to goal, and I think if they can keep him facing in that direction, then the only thing he can do really is to just lay the ball off, and he's not really going to cause much trouble if he continues doing that. So I think they're defending him very, very well.
Biglia. Danger averted for now. It's Biglia. Looks to slip it through. Mascherano. Enzo Perez. Now it's Pastore. Pastore boots it upfield. Another piece of really good defending. Zabaleta. Pastore played it early. Meets it first time! Aguero finds himself offside. The referee brings it to a close. So the final now awaits. Delirium in the stands. The fans know that they will get their big day. And after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Yeah, semi-finals have a habit of being tense and cautious because you're so close to the showpiece occasion, and yet they played with really good...